afternoon! Welcome to...
What if it's the morning?
Well, tough luck. Welcome to the best podcast on Spotify. It might be morning, actually. My name's Kai.
My name's Fraser.
And you are joined... Help! I'm stuck in a podcast. Intro goes here.
Brilliant!
Hi, Fraser. How's it going?
I'm pretty good, actually. It's actually the evening right now, so I don't know why you said good afternoon.
Good. I was going to do the good morning, Vietnam.
I thought you were going to go good mythical morning.
My name's Rhett.
My name's Link.
Wait, which one's which?
I want to be Link.
Link's the one with the glasses, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I love Rhett more. Sorry, Link.
Okay, bye.
What do you mean? You just said you want to be Link, so I'm going to be Rhett.
Well, I'm whatever. How's it going? What are you doing this week, Kai?
Well, this week, it is Wednesday when this is released, isn't it? It's Wednesday the 9th?
The 9th.
And we are recording this on the 1st?
Yeah.
So, we're recording this episode a little bit earlier than our usual ones, just for the sake of, I'm going to be away at concerts from Thursday the 4th of October till Sunday the 13th. And
I'm being cut in half.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. Someone's just getting a big, knife and stabbing him with it.
Yep, I've got to have surgery, so whoop-de-doo!
Whoop-de-doo! I feel like, you know what? I feel like most people have tuned out by this point. From my intro screaming at them when we first started.
And second, you're like, it's out of date, see?
Ow, I'm the viewer and I don't like the date this was recorded. So, that is basically why we're recording this one a little bit early. But we're recording the next one on, I think, the 13th or something like that, around that sort of time.
Yeah, so the next one after this one, this will be back on track in terms of timing, so don't worry about this one. You're only listening to news that's probably about, almost 10 days behind. But hey, it's fun. It's all good.
The Queen is dead!
What?
She's not really, I just wanted to say it. Because if it comes true, then that means we predicted it in the past.
That would have been horrible. That's a very, very disgusting prediction, Kai. How dare you?
Anyway,
Okay.
black holes.
Black holes.
Black holes. Old news, but first star. God, I'm not drunk. I promise. First star caught on camera being sucked into black hole.
I think that's pretty cool. The stuff that they provided online wasn't actually the video of it actually happening, because it's so far away, there's only really low quality pictures. So it probably happened millions of years ago if you think about it, because
Probably, yeah.
of how long it
redshift.
takes. Yeah, well, light takes a long time to travel. It's super quick, but because of the distance and all of that, it could have easily been millions of light years away, which is God knows how many years in real time.
You want to know something cool?
What's that?
If you look at the stars, and you see a red tint around it.
It means they're moving away.
Yeah.
Aha!
And when it's blue.
They're moving closer?
Yeah.
Nothing moves closer though, does it? Because
I
the Big
think
Bang
it does.
Theory. Not the show, but literally the Big Bang.
Well, you gotta think, stuff is coming towards us as well, even asteroids and stuff, isn't it?
I guess,
That's like when you see a shooting star or something like that, it's kind of like a white/blue sort of tint, I think.
I've always gone with the impression of, if you see, sometimes you look at stars and you see it flickering between red and blue.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's actually a satellite orbiting the Earth.
No,
and if you
it's the
stare
police.
And if you... The space police!
Get out of the car!
If you stare at it long enough, you might be able to see it orbiting the Earth.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it so much in this new house, but in my old house, because I had an attic room in my old house, sometimes I used to be able to track the International Space Station going over the house, and you'd just watch this star go moving so fast through the sky, and it was so cool, and it was even weirder to think there's people on that.
Yeah. It's
going
to be
that
fair,
fast.
though, we've done that in the garden here before, haven't we? Not in my garden, but one of my ex's gardens.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was good. I do
And then
like
a bit
that.
of
It's nice,
finger.
a little bit relaxing. You what?
And then a bit of a finger.
Oh, that's not what I heard. Okay.
What did you hear?
Well, Fraser, if we want this to be
Right, moving on. It was all in good spirit, guys. Don't worry.
So that was the first like little bit of news from around now when we're recording this. Also, Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah,
it's literally the biggest thing at the moment, isn't it?
It's crazy how many memes are being made out of it. So much so that today, the 1st of October, a goose literally smashed in through a taxi window, and the replies from the tweet announcing it on BBC News is literally just memes about Untitled Goose Game.
Well, I mean, it was the goose.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, all I can see now, flooding my timeline every single day, is just honk memes.
Yeah, like even like Taco Bell or like
you even played it on your channel, didn't you?
I did, and it didn't do very well because YouTube subscription feeds and stuff are broken.
Oh, bagger.
To the point where everything is down by 40%. So please check out my channel. Thank you.
Me too. I haven't uploaded in ages.
But you do stream, so
I do stream. Yes.
There we go.
Number 3, the Joker film has been released.
Yeah. It hasn't yet when we've been filming, but I'm gonna go see it on release day. What about you?
I'm not gonna see it on release day. I mean, I can't even remember what day it's actually released. But
Friday.
Yeah, I'll be in pain. So no, I'm not gonna see it on.
That's fair.
I'm probably gonna give it like a week or two, because me and Aiden, for those of you that don't know, Aiden is one of our friends. He goes by the name Lego Racer 97 online. He lives quite near Bristol, so every now and then me and Aiden meet up and we go to the cinema. So I think probably in a couple of weeks or something, me and Aiden will probably see it together and just get a general feel for it then. That's
fair. I'm going with Thomas. We were going to see if there was like a midnight screening, because I'm in Manchester the day it comes out. And
so you could literally see one of the first screenings.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go to like the first one of the day, which is like 11 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Just because I need to go and do stuff from like 2-3 in the afternoon on Friday. So I thought, you know what? Let's just go to see it. But the thing is, I'm gonna have my suitcase with me because I got to check out of my hotel and check into a different hotel later in the day. So what am I meant to do with my suitcase in a cinema?
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let you take it in unless you just want to
open it up and unload. Apparently you can put it like behind, like somewhere. But otherwise, I'll go find my hotel that I'm meant to be checking into and say, "Can you hold on to this for a second, please?"
Yeah, I'll take it. So.
Otherwise, I'll find a locker somewhere, probably like in Sea Life or something like that. Go chuck it in there.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, I mean, it cost me £1, but whatever. But I think it looks really good, the Joker film. I think it's a good take on the DC universe kind of thing, you know?
Honestly, I've only actually watched one trailer for this Joker film.
Have you seen the newest one?
How long ago was it released?
Like maybe a month ago.
All right, then yeah.
It's the one where it's like at the end it goes, "Bring in the clown" or something like that.
I think that's the one that I've watched.
Yeah, I really like the look of it.
It's definitely something that piques my interest. With Marvel and DC, like, I've never been like the massive fan that other people are. With, you know, like some people are very dedicated to either one of them, and like when everything comes out, they go to see it straight away. I still haven't seen bloody Endgame.
Neither have I. I saw Spider-Man though.
Oh yeah. But like with this, like. Yeah, it's one of those again. Like, it looks great. Like, just like Endgame looked great. But I'm in no rush like other people. I just have to try and avoid the spoilers like the first week.
Yeah, of course. I see. I'm not one that's like majorly like annoyed with spoilers. I don't know. I just don't feel the point in getting annoyed at something that is just general. Like, it's either I think you either go and see the film, or you don't, or you go and play the game, or you don't, or. You like people that still complain about spoilers like a week later. I think is a bit pathetic sometimes, because you can't just say no one post anything for a month because I haven't seen it. And
then your whole internet's like, oh shit, sorry, I can't post anything because Sarah's not seen it yet.
Yeah, fucking Sarah caused so many problems for me.
I mean, the internet's kind of changed. No one really posts spoilers anymore. It's more just like memes and references.
Yeah.
So like I remember on
direct.
the first week of Endgame being released, there was just Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good, and obviously the Thanos snap particle effect.
Yeah.
And there was just memes of that for many different things.
See, I still don't understand that.
I still don't understand it wholly either. You just get the general gist of what's happened.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
like I like things like that because it's like a non-spoiling spoiler.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's good. And I think
that's kind of like the way the internet's kind of gone to now.
The internet's just shit comedy.
Speaking of films, by the way, just thought this would be like quite a funny story to add in. Someone that I haven't spoken to in quite some time put on their Snapchat story yesterday that they were in the cinema. So I just asked them, what film have you seen? And they replied, Ready or Not. Me being me, just completely forgot what my question was, and I said, here I come. And that is how I lose my friends again.
So this is what Kai's like as a person.
Yeah, I think they like replied after the film, so by that point they finished watching the film. I'm like, what do you mean Ready or Not?
Oh, for God's sake. That's just such a Kai response. So, yep, no wonder you've got no friends.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
Alexa
Everybody
likes me.
loves you.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alright, never mind.
Well, this is a bit bad, isn't it? At least my smart assistant loves me. I think. Hey Google, are you my friend? Wait.
Me and the audience get to like sit in awkwardness here.
Oh no. Wow, this has taken a little bit of time.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Shouldn't be thinking about this.
Sorry,
Oh, no.
I didn't get that. That's what you're getting response, isn't it?
It's still loading. Genuinely, it's still loading. Why is it taking this amount of time?
Well, let's let it like continue going, yeah?
What, and then just in 2 minutes we just
Yeah.
get a response randomly?
Yes!
Sure,
So-
go for it.
There's also a hurricane here at the moment, kind of. Is it a
I mean-
hurricane or a tropical storm or whatever? I don't know what it is.
I don't know, but like, there's not been that much publicity about it. I've just heard from it, from everyone else. It stopped loading. Hey Google, are you my friend?
I'm your friend till the end.
Oh!
What? Wow. Okay. Thank you very much.
That's how much
Yeah,
it
like,
likes you.
I've not really heard it. I heard about it on the news or anything. Then again, I
No.
don't really watch the TV too much. But like,
You haven't
usually you
seen
see
it on
it.
like Twitter.
No, not
Or
much about
Facebook.
it at all. But maybe it's early days because the last time I saw like a picture, it was apparently quite far away.
Oh yeah. Like apparently it's on I think it's Wednesday. It's meant to be here. So
Oh right, okay.
tomorrow.
Well, yeah. So
But-
that's actually quite soon.
But I think it is. But like, it's not meant to be like anything bad. I think the biggest part of it is gone. For example, apparently it's like the biggest tropical storm in the in Europe or something like that.
Jesus.
But because it's obviously in the sea and forms there and whatever else, by the time it gets to here, it's not that bad.
if this isn't a sign of changing climates, I don't know what is. Save the planet, bitches.
Well, you know what? It got so intense today. Yeah, I went to go and buy a pizza for dinner today from Tesco, and you know how like close by Tesco is to here, don't you?
It's literally like 5-10 minute walk away for you.
Yeah, so I drove there because it's chucking it down with rain.
Yeah.
And I'm lazy, so sorry. But got there, and it's just chucking it down. The wind is everywhere. My car's starting to like steam up because I forgot to put my fan on.
Oh yeah.
And like, I go to get out of the car. Fine, my hood flows down because of the wind. I'm like, for God's sake, but my hair's wet now. Whatever. Put it back on. Get into Tesco. Lovely. Get a pizza. Great. Go back to the car. The wind's picked up even more, and like I open my door, and for some reason my hand just loses grip of the door completely, and it just shuts my hand right in the door.
And the door is now somewhere across the Bristol Channel, the British Channel, not Bristol Channel.
And the wind has been sued.
Yep, and the news just in, it's just landed in France.
And the Queen's.
Shut up! Isn't it illegal to like make death threats against the Queen? I'm pretty sure there's like a law which says it's illegal to make death threats to the Queen.
I think it's illegal to make death threats to anyone.
Yeah,
I mean, this isn't a death threat. It's just.
I think
joke.
there's a specific thing which protects the royal family.
You know what? I'm talking about Queen Victoria this whole time. That saves us having to restart, by the way.
Okay, fair enough. Do you remember when there were those memes about the Queen dying?
Yeah, and like if you hear this on the radio, it means that she's dead.
Oh, I was on about literal memes about it, but like I remember when there was those articles and stuff going around, and yeah, I think it said something like, if you hear this song playing on Radio 1, then you should prepare for really bad news. I can't remember what the song is, but it's really creepy and Halloween-y.
This is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, totally that. Talking of the radio, though, last weekend, so this was the 28th of September, at the time of recording. Last weekend, there were auditions for BBC Radio going on across the country. And obviously, me being me, liking talking and all of that, I went to go and audition for one.
No.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, this could be it. This could be my chance to finally do something that I would love to do. Like, not that I don't like my job now, I really do like my job.
What's wrong with this podcast, Fraser? What's wrong with it?
Nothing wrong with it. This is like work experience.
Exactly.
This is like something I can put on my CV for like, backing this all up. Yeah. So I heard about this like a week before. And I was like, oh my god, okay, yeah. And my dad was like, yeah, you should totally do it. So I started thinking about what I could talk about, because the general first stage of this was you go to this interview, and the interview is purely you telling a 60-second story or a 60-second thing you're passionate about in front of 4 judges. So for the Bristol area, one of the judges was one of the contestants on the Great British Bake Off from last year.
Martin Clune.
Yeah, totally Martin Clune. No, it was Bryony from the Great British Bake Off.
I didn't watch it, so I'm going to say, hi Bryony, hope you're watching. No, you're a big fan
Bryony
of
from
this.
the Great British Bake Off. She lives near the Bristol area anyway, so that's why she was one of the judges. There was also a TV presenter for Bristol TV. There was 2 other people I can't quite remember. Oh, one of them was the editor of BBC Radio, Jess Rudkin.
Oh, yeah.
And the 4th one I can't actually remember. I think she was a boxer.
Yeah. Danny DeVito.
Yeah, totally.
Or Daniette DeVito.
So I basically spent the week planning what I was going to say and had the story in mind. When it came to the morning, I was rehearsing it over and over again, and it said on the website the whole event was over from 10 till 4.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out everybody wanted to do it.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me that. BBC Radio is a good job to have, isn't it?
So I left the house at 12 o'clock. So this was 2 hours in. I left the house at 12 o'clock. Now, I don't live extremely close to Bristol. As I've said on Twitter and stuff, I live near Bath. So I basically have to go from city to city. Mm-hmm. And then actually get into the city centre. So it took me like an hour to get there. At 45 minutes in, I parked somewhere and then I hopped on a bus, because that's a lot easier to get into the city centre in Bristol. There's no underground, there's no tram. It is just either your stuff, bike, or bus. And bus lanes are brilliant in Bristol city centre, so I opted to get the bus in. I checked the BBC Bristol Radio Twitter, and it said the bloody lines were shut.
Should have got there earlier.
30. I know, this is what I'm kicking myself about. Apparently people were like, there weren't too many people, but some people were queuing from 9:30.
Yeah.
And oh my god,
there was someone probably queuing quite early as well, because
they said the response as well. They said the response was phenomenal, and they weren't expecting anything near this. So I'm glad they weren't expecting it either. But it was just a massive kick in the teeth for me to
Yeah.
like, because the only reason why I didn't go super early was because I wanted to rehearse it. I wanted to like make sure that I was 100% confident with the story that I was going to tell, because like I wanted to not only put across the fact that I could talk about things professionally, obviously it's slightly rehearsed, so I was able to cut out half of my ums and buts and as you normally do when winging things, like such as on this podcast. To be honest, I say quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like just then, bloody hell, I'm conscious of this now. And I wanted to make sure that that was all ironed out, and I knew what I was going to say. There was a structure to my story, so if I started coming close towards the 60-second mark, I could easily come to a conclusion of the story and make sure that my point was put across.
I get it.
What?
You said come to the... you said Sorry,
Shut up.
I'm entertaining myself with your sentences.
Anyway, so I rehearsed that, and I wanted to make it funny, I wanted to make it relatable, so basically I was talking about a job interview story. The story, which I'll talk about in another podcast, but someone needs to remind me about it, is where I went for a job interview, and long story short, there was a breather in between the practical part of the interview and the actual talking part of the interview, and a bird decided to shit on me within the 60 seconds of me going outside for a breather. So, yeah, that was the story, long condensed down to short. Yeah, that was
And they hired you.
No, I didn't even get to the fucking queue.
No, not them. I meant your actual job.
Oh right, no, that place didn't
Oh.
actually hire me.
Was that the one in Bath?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they didn't actually hire me.
Fuck you. Who were they?
I'm not gonna name.
Fuck you. I'm not gonna name. How could you?
Honestly, I'm not too fussed. Like, I'm happy with where I currently am.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good job.
And there's a story that I've got out of it as well. But it's just a shame that I wasn't able to put it across. Literally, closing the line, not even halfway through, and then basically having your future taken away from you. Obviously, you've got to understand it, and I completely understand why they shut it off. If there's overwhelming demand, they're going to run well past 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem for everyone. But it is a bit of a kick in the teeth to have your potential future snatched away from you, especially after all the preparation. I guess the moral of the story for me is get there a hell of a lot earlier, but I worry that if I got there a lot earlier, I wouldn't be solid with my story and then I wouldn't have a shot. So it was the refining and just making sure that I was happy with it. Even though I've been preparing all week, that's actually what let me down, quite ironically. So I'm a bit gutted. But, you know, if any radio producer does listen to this podcast and they feel bad for my story and they want to give me a shot,
Give me the job.
yeah, fuck me. Just hire Kai. It's fine. That's what 2 of us are here for. If plan A doesn't work, go for plan B. In fact, Kai comes before A, so...
What?
I don't fucking know. Anyway, so that was that story.
Nice.
Bit annoying, but hey, maybe next time.
At least like you tried to do it, you know?
I'm glad that I tried. I got out of bed early on a Saturday morning.
Oh.
I went all the way to the city centre, which it's basically like an hour to get from where I live to the Bristol city centre. Obviously, this is not including bad traffic. It takes about an hour.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you know
Hey,
what?
whatever.
You think that's bad, yeah? Guess what I have to do on the Friday after we're recording this?
What's that?
I know, actually, Saturday. I have to travel by car from Manchester to Aberdeen.
By car?
By car.
So, yeah, outline everyone what you're doing with all of these concerts and stuff.
Okay, so basically, the management don't know the UK very well. I don't think.
Who's the management?
I don't know. I don't know that part.
What are these gigs for?
So they're all Alice gigs. Obviously, we're friends with the band.
Alice
so-
Cooper. Alice Cooper is a pretty well-known musician.
Yeah. My favourite.
I really am bad with my description there.
Well, he's my
Alice Cooper,
favourite.
well-known.
I think that's the best way to say it. He's my favourite. Search him up if you want to. But so we're going to all of them across the UK because we're like, sure, why not? He might be dead next year. Obviously not, but like that's a good
Wow.
thing to think.
Yeah, that's a bit sinister.
Can I redo that part?
No, that's it now, a sinner.
Damn it. So basically, the management don't know the UK at all. They do this all the time, where they've had like a show in Brighton, the next one's up in Edinburgh, for example, and the one after that's in Birmingham, all within 3 days, for example.
Brighton up to Edinburgh, down to Birmingham.
Yep.
So bottom of the no, wait, hold on.
Yeah, Brighton's in the
bottom of the country to top in the new country to middle of England.
Yep. Do you want to know
instead
the route for
of
this one?
Go for it.
So it starts off in Manchester.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's on Friday.
Okay.
And then it goes up to Aberdeen the next day.
Okay, well that's understandable-ish, but yeah.
Not really.
Well, it carry on. So
It
Manchester
goes from
to Aberdeen.
You know where Aberdeen is?
Yeah, I know where Aberdeen is. It's quite far up.
Yeah, northeast Scotland. That's a 6-hour journey at this time of night.
Manchester to Aberdeen.
Manchester to Aberdeen. And there's a day off, so we're going back down to my mum's house.
Okay.
Right? Which is just like outside Edinburgh. And then from Edinburgh to Leeds. Or Aberdeen to Leeds even, yeah? Do you know how close Manchester and Leeds are?
Is to Leeds, yeah. It's literally like 30 minutes by train.
Yeah. So it's going from Manchester to Aberdeen, back down to Leeds, Leeds down to Brighton.
Okay.
Brighton up to London. That's a nice little bit.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
London to Birmingham.
That makes sense, but it depends where it goes next.
But you'd think like they'd start Aberdeen, go down to Leeds, and to Manchester, like that, yeah?
Well, and then Birmingham, London, Brighton.
Something like that, yeah. Because then that's just like in a line goes down rather than up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
But then it goes from Birmingham. Oh, I said Birmingham.
Yeah, it goes from Birmingham.
It goes from Birmingham to Cardiff.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see where that one makes sense, but it just doesn't make sense why it's going basically...
Well, you'd think,
up,
like, there's
down,
an airport in Aberdeen.
Down, up, down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make too much sense. So you basically got a lot of miles to cover.
Pretty much, yeah. But
and you've seen every single one.
Yeah. There's an airport in Aberdeen, though, yeah?
Yeah.
So why not fly up to Aberdeen, then go to Leeds, then to Manchester, then to Birmingham, then to Cardiff, then to Brighton, then to London. Something like that. Yeah? It's not like there's concerts in the way. Yeah, like something like that. It's not like there's like other concerts in the way. I've looked at all these other venues. There's no other concerts in the way.
Oh, so you've basically gone and done the management's job of basically scoping out what days are available.
But obviously the management's American, so they look at like America, and like you can have like, I don't know, 3 concerts in one state, for example, yeah?
Yeah.
Whereas like the UK is smaller than a state, pretty much. So they probably like look at the UK and go, we can cover that in a day.
Right.
So...
And they know nothing about our roads.
Nope. So it's roughly at this time of night, with clear traffic, yeah?
This time of night being 10:23 currently.
It's a 6-hour drive from the centre of Manchester to Aberdeen.
What, and you're going to be covering that at this time?
No, at like 8 in the morning.
Oh, so, right. So you're Manchester and then you're staying overnight, and then you get an early start up to Aberdeen.
Yeah.
God, that's still a long trek, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, even like feel bad for like my mum, for example, as well, because she's coming down from Edinburgh to Manchester on Friday, and then just to go all the way back up to Aberdeen the next day. So it's like,
that is crazy.
That's why I'm going the day before all of this, so that I can have a nice little relaxing day.
I don't blame you. It gives you a moment to relax and just catch up on things.
Exactly. But that brings us into another topic. It is Halloween almost, isn't it?
It is. It's spooky month.
Spooky month. I have gone on about this constantly because I think October is one of the best months of the year. Until they start saying, it's Christmas time! On like adverts and stuff, you know?
I hate when they bring out like advent calendars and stuff in September.
Yeah. And like even like in Tesco's and stuff, the Christmas aisle was already out.
It's so early.
Yeah.
Just let Halloween run its course and then do it.
Do you know what I don't understand?
What?
How Halloween isn't a national holiday. You know?
Well, no, I can understand it because we don't really celebrate the true meaning and stuff. We don't really like...
No, but we don't...
Halloween.
Okay, Fraser, we don't celebrate the true meaning of Easter.
Alright, shut up, but...
And that's a 2-week holiday.
Easter is a religious holiday, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Halloween isn't religious, though, is it?
No, but...
Halloween is basically, and still in my eyes, but like for all kids, it's basically the day of dressing up and getting sweets from strangers legally.
Yeah. How fun's that?
It's not illegal to receive sweets from strangers, but, just don't take sweets from strangers.
Gonna go get one now.
Idiot.
But... I think it's a bit stupid because, like, not like necessarily like a national holiday, for example, but school holidays are usually either the week before or the week of Halloween. Why can't it just be the week of Halloween?
Well, some of them are.
It's not here.
I think. I think Bristol might be. No, it's not. Oh no, is it? No, Bristol is.
Somewhere
I can't remember.
Thorpe Park. Where's Thorpe Park? Surrey.
Sorry.
Is that right? Sorry, not Surrey. I think Surrey's this way.
Yeah, no, I think Bristol is the week of Halloween.
Yeah.
But it obviously varies across the UK. It's so strange how, like, all councils and stuff are quite inconsistent.
Well,
obviously, then private schools have their own term times and stuff, so...
Well, you think about it as well, like, Scotland, for example, their summer holidays, for example, are, like, right at the end of the year, like, July. No, June.
Oh, they have, like, American-style summer holidays, don't
they? They go back in August.
All of June, all of July, go back early/mid-August.
To be fair, a lot of the UK does that as well now.
Well, I think it makes sense.
I do for the terms of weather, but I think I've always considered, like, this sort of time of, like, August sort of time of the year to be the summer month.
Yeah, no, I get you. In my head, August is also just the week of not the week.
August is the week.
Shut up! August is the month of not going into school.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
unless it's like
season.
to pick up some results or whatever,
Yeah.
But whatever. Who are we? We're not the judge. Boo hoo. Bing bong. Thorpe Park.
Yeah, never been to Thorpe Park Fright Nights before. I've been to Thorpe Park like twice before, maybe 3 times, honestly can't remember, but I've never been to a Thorpe Park Fright Night.
Fright Nights are so good. I went there on a school trip once, yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Thorpe Park is a theme park in the UK. It's near London. It's a really, really insane theme park. Honestly,
I'd say it's probably one of the best. Yeah.
In the UK. It is up
Just
there.
to give like a bit of context, the 3 main theme parks in the UK are Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, and Chessington, I'd say, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say that.
But Chessington's more like the kid one, like, it's got a lot of rides for, like, a lot of kids, for example, more than anything. I think the fastest ride there is something like Dragon's Fury or something like that, which is one that spins a lot. And the other one's like the Vampire, where you're underneath, but it's not fast, really.
It's more visual more than extreme roller coaster style theme park.
Yeah, and then Alton Towers is kind of like a bit of a mix of both. Obviously, it's got stuff like the Smiler, which had like accident at one point. And it's got a lot of like thrilling rides, but it's got like a lot for younger people, obviously as well.
Yeah.
And then Thorpe Park's like the one that's like, younger people, here's your little area of Angry Birds land. Everyone else, here you go. That's pretty much Thorpe Park, isn't it?
Oh my god, it is mad. There's the Swarm, which is like the best ride there, and there's also the option to ride the Swarm backwards. If you queue for the backwards queue, you can literally ride the entirety of the Swarm backwards, and having these twists and turns whilst also like not being expectant of them coming up because you can't see, it's amazing.
I haven't been on it backwards.
Have you not?
No.
Oh my god, it is so good.
We are going to go, aren't we?
We are, for the Fright Night. This is spooky month. We're going for the Halloween stuff.
Yeah. And they got other rides as well, like Saw the movie. They've got the ride there, so Saw the ride. I think that's a really good one.
I've never been on that one.
Oh, you're coming on it.
I want
it's so good. You might change your mind from Swarm.
Every time I've been, it's just been so rammed. And obviously with the Swarm and stuff, you can see it quite a lot. It's a massive ride, so you've kind of been able to justify it. But like for Saw and stuff, I've just
it's quite a big ride. It's a big ride.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the time. This is where it changes for me. This is where I'm going to have to do it.
Hell yeah.
There's also Nemesis Inferno.
Oh, we'll go with that one first. Yeah, you go with that.
Yeah, Nemesis Inferno. This was a ride that was it's famous from the In-Betweeners.
Mm-hmm.
From when Will, for those of you who don't know, the In-Betweeners is an old British comedy. It's a shame that we're calling it old now, but it is old now.
It is, yeah.
It's an old British comedy featuring 4 teenagers, and in one episode they basically go to Thorpe Park, and one of them basically says that they kick up a fuss going into the first row. It was the last ride of the day. They wanted all 4 of them to go into the first row, but apparently people had already taken it. They kicked up a fuss, and all I'd say is there's a little bit of offence in there now. In this day and age, it probably wouldn't air. But yeah, it's a good show.
There's also Stealth. Have you been on that?
That's the one which goes 0 to 60 in seconds, isn't it?
0 to 80.
Is it 80? Yeah. Oh my god.
I think we timed it. We timed the ride once. It's a 23-second ride.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And basically, it goes from 0 to 80 miles per hour in, I think, 1 point something seconds. I might be wrong. It might be 2. But it's very quick, and it shoots you forwards. You go up, over the top, back down, little bump at the end, and then you stop, basically.
Basically, imagine a U, except the curvy bit of the U is all the way up in the sky.
So an upside down U.
An N.
Yeah, a lowercase n. Have you been on it?
I haven't.
What?
I know.
What? What?
I've been on everything but those 2, and it was purely down to queues every single time.
I think you're going to change your mind on which one the best is when we go.
I've always wanted to, though, because it's not like I've not been on rides like that before.
Oh.
It's just where Thorpe Park is so good, and it's so busy that I just haven't done it because of the queuing times.
Well, at night, I've been to a couple of Fright Nights, you haven't. At night, it's so much better. Everything's lit up.
You can't see shit.
Everything's lit up. Like the whole of Stealth is like a purple color usually.
Oh, nice.
And as long as it's not raining, of course, that's the one thing we got to be careful of.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hopefully, this is all the rain we get with this little hurricane thing. But it's so good. Like everything's open until 10 o'clock at night instead of 6, and.
Oh, wow.
Those extra 4 hours mean everything at a Fright Night.
I can imagine.
But they've also got like actors walking around and whatever else. I think that's probably one of the best parts about it.
Oh, god, yeah. That adds to the ambience and just gives you that general feel of this is spooky season.
Yeah. To the point where they will chase you.
I feel like people really underrate characters at theme parks.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really, like, even if you think, oh, god, yeah, it's for kids and stuff. It really sets the mood, and it really subconsciously puts you in this state of mind where, let's just say for Fright Night, even though I've never been to one, you're at a Fright Night, or at Disney, for example, with this being a magical place and all the characters being so happy and stuff, it really gives you that feeling of this is a magical place.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much of an effect they have on a theme park. And without them, it'd be pretty dead.
Yeah, definitely.
That wasn't a pun because it was Fright Night in October, but yeah.
Well, like, I mean, you go to Disneyland, I think one of the biggest things for them there, for example, as well, is, like you said, the characters. That's what makes up Disney in general.
Yeah.
Without the characters, there's no theme park, really, is there? Well, there's no like
Disney.
real reason. And, like, especially for, like, kids and whatever else, even adults, like, they love meeting the characters. You saw my face light up when we saw Goofy.
Oh my god, Kai literally looked like a 6-year-old. Imagine a 6-year-old with like chubby cheeks being given a massive bowl of sweets and going, ah! That was Kai, but at Goofy.
I mean, at the end of the day, I was joking about all of it, but I think it was still hilarious.
He fucking loved Goofy. He loved Goofy. He was there for
Goofy. If you're listening, hello. Love you.
I'm like American Wife.
American Wife. Is there anything else we want to talk about? We're approaching 40 minutes.
I think we could probably end that off there. I mean, we've covered a good amount of content there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Did you want to do your advertisement?
Oh, so anyone down in the southeast of the UK, down by Canterbury area, there is a concert that I'm actually playing at, because I play guitar for anyone that doesn't know. And I don't remember the date. I think it's the 27th. It's in Canterbury. I'll have more information next episode because it's still the beginning of the month and I'm not 100% certain yet. But come along, have some fun. It's going to sound amazing. Bam bam bing bam bam bam. Thanks for listening. That was a little jingle as well, you know.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm
strumming it. And that is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening to episode 8 of There's a bit that we've just cut out that you haven't heard, and you will never hear that. We upload a new episode on Spotify, exclusive to Spotify, every single Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled for the next one. And yeah, I guess we will see you next time. Goodbye,
Bye.
bitch.
How dare you, bitch.